What's up, beautiful people? This is your girl Blue Nola. I'm back in the building. I wanted to do a reading on the TikTok ban. All right. Uh, I'm. When I look at people on TikTok being so upset and just trying to figure out what's gonna happen and how this is gonna take place and will they go dark? Will TikTok go dark? It truly like breaks my heart. It does. I'm a content creator. Um, and whether you're on YouTube or Twitter or Instagram or whatever your platform is, we should all be looking at this as like what this should be a learning lesson to all of us. Like, okay, we have these pages. We're part of this. We're part of like YouTube partnership. But what happens the day it goes away, right? What happens the day a change happens? How will we survive, right? Now, TikTok is a little bit different because they're a Chinese-owned company. And of course, they say they have concerns over they have some security concerns as it relates to the actual app. Now, let me tell you, I never took to TikTok. I never trusted TikTok. I'm gonna keep it 100. I felt it was just a rogue app. I've never trusted TikTok. I've never trusted Twitter. There's just certain apps I just did not trust because I felt like people can take your content and repurpose it, calling this a stitch, and now they're monetizing your content. See, on YouTube, if you take my content, as long you can use YouTube content to have as teachable moments, but you can't take all of my content and build your whole channel off of it, right? On YouTube, you have the ability to strike that person from using your content in that way, abuse of using your content. On TikTok, it just didn't feel like there was enough protection around content. And so, for example, Risa Tisa, the lady who was on TikTok talking about her ex-husband, like how many people repurposed that? How many people made channels off of that? How many people built their channels off of Risa Tisa's story, right? You're not going to take my content and repurpose it and build your whole channel and platform off of what I said. They got people, all they do is take whatever people's doing and saying and make a whole page off of that. And they get paid for it and monetize off it. No protection at all. That was just my problem with TikTok outside of like the security breach thing too, right? I just felt like there was no protection for a content creator, to put your content over there. So I never trusted it. I never really liked it. I think I have a YouTube, TikTok that says Blue Nola Tarot, but I never uploaded anything to it. And that was the reason, right? So people are like, oh, you're missing money, you're missing opportunities. Everything ain't to be made, right? I just didn't feel like there was enough protection over your creative content. Like, I'm not taking somebody else's content and repurposing it. I'm literally doing all of this from scratch. So, yes, I'm reading a story, I'm connecting towards it, but like, I'm not taking somebody else's work and completely repurposing it and making it my own work, right? And then monetizing it. So that was my only problem with TikTok that I've ever had, is that like, y'all gotta do better. If you do decide, if you do come back, you gotta do better protecting other people's content, right? It's okay to take content to teachable moments, a couple of snippets, but when you got somebody literally building their whole channel off of what other people say, or they could take your content and completely use it and just call it a stitch, but constantly use your content over and over again, it's a lot. So let's get into how the TikTok can still avoid the ban according to experts. This is by ABC News. So TikTok alternatives to consider if the app is banned. TikTok is just days away, and I mean this Sunday, from going dark, right? If the Supreme Court does not stop it. People are scrambling. I know I saw some people on TikTok, and I, bless your heart, I saw people on TikTok talking about, I'm not sending people to my Instagram or my Twitter yet, or my Facebook. I have faith. You might want to start moving people around. You may want to start moving people around, right? Let's get into it, because whether TikTok is going to stay or not, you have to have a backup plan. This should teach you, if this doesn't teach you anything else, is to doing the content is just not enough. You have to have a second way to make money, because I even saw a lady today on TikTok talking about 90% of her income comes from TikTok. So we have to learn from this. So the Supreme Court passed up a chance to intervene on behalf of TikTok on Wednesday, when a batch of new rulings did not include the verdict in the case challenging the imminent ban of TikTok. That flew out, and this represents to stagnate. So this does represent stagnant, holding on, right? Resisting the change. So TikTok is resistant in the United States. Whatever the court system is in stagnant energy at this time. This is at this time. Unless TikTok severs ties with China-based parent company ByteDance and the ban will take effect. Will TikTok sever ties with the parent company ByteDance? I think that's what it says. BYTE Dance. Will they sever ties with this Chinese company? Give me the energy around TikTok. And that talks about a loss. So this Five of Pentacles could represent there's a loss. There's something about licenses. These people have made a commitment to each other. And then there's something about moving, a transition. Regretful transition and moving. It looks like to me they're going to try to stay connected to this Chinese-based company, parent company. They're going to go down with this company because this is going to consider for them. This represents taking a loss, right? And then it talks about moving on. And then there's another message around moving on. Like for now, right? Now that moving on could be temporary because the Six of Swords is there. That Six of Swords represents, listen, this represents a transition. This also represents a transition. But the thing about this transition is it can be like a temporary hold or a temporary stop, right? But it does show a loss, a financial loss, and it shows something about a stop, right? These people have made their money and then some. This is what it talks about. This has actually helped so many people make money, but they've also made money as well. I do feel like with Trump coming in office, there may be a chance for them to relight the flame. The Knight of Pentacles is to bring it back, but with a better plan, a different plan. But y'all keep depending on Trump. Trump was the one who initiated this ban, if you can recall. On the back of the hand, there is the Three of Swords here, and that talks about moving on. So they have moving on here, and they have moving on here as well. There is some chance that it could be brought back, but there is for now. And these are days. This is 3 days. This is 6 days. If you look at this, this could be 6, 7, 8, 9 days. But this shows there's something about it actually moving forward. So I don't feel, at this time, I don't feel like it will be saved by Sunday. That's what it feels like to me. Now, can Trump come in and they could try to rework the deal and see what they can do? I could see some possibility in that, right? Give me the energy again around the TikTok ban. Will it be stopped before Sunday? Will they pause? Like, will the Supreme Court, will anybody save this? And it keeps coming up with moving forward. So again, we may, and this is not set in stone, we may see it go dark Sunday. Again, the Six of Swords means to move on, to move away or from a difficult situation, from the relationship, from the job, leaving, transition, travel, voyage. It means to move. So it keeps coming back up as a moon. So for now, I'm going to say TikTok looks like to me, it looks like it won't be saved by Sunday. That's what it looks like to me. And remember, the court system has the message of stagnation. TikTok has the message of to resist, right? So at this point, it's giving you somebody playing chicken, right? But the chicken look like it's about to get cooked. Will Trump, once he gets into office, will he do what he can to stop it, even though he initiated? I mean, not stop it, but to help reverse it. There is a recovery there. But that Ten of Wands is about talking. The problem is, you got to remember, all of these things have to go through a process. It's not easy said and done, especially once they shut it down. It's got to go through a process to bring it back, and then people on board to say they want it here. That Ten of Wands represents there's a possibility to try to bring this back, but that Ten of Wands talks about it still meets challenges, right? This talks about unwilling to bend, the plan, feeling stuck, trapped. So even though with that Knight of Pentacles, I could see that being like an opportunity to say we want to bring it back, right? This has greatly affected so many people, like, you know, but I can still see it being met with strong challenges. Okay, so for now, I'm gonna say for now, it looks like it could. The possibility for it to go dark by Sunday is real. To go dark by Sunday is real. So I would say this: if you are holding off on telling people to go to your Instagram, your Twitter, your Twitch, other apps, I would suggest you start pushing them towards it, because it, based on these messages, it looks like it can truly go dark Sunday. All right. And even when Trump gets back in office, it's not going to be easy just to flip the switch like talking about it, right? And I think that there's something he can help do, but it's still got to remember there's still a security issue. There's still concerns around it, and that's why that Ten of Wands is in reverse, because that Ten of Wands represents we still don't trust you, right? The Ten of Wands is an unwilling to. We're unwilling to bend, and you're unwilling to bend, right? And you're unwilling to delegate it, so we're unwilling to bend. But that also talks about we don't trust it. We don't trust it. The Ten of Wands is about treachery, duplicity, manipulation, right? And so, and I can understand what these people are saying. Like, we built this up. We're not just putting it in the hands of other people so you can get all of our information, our data, how we do it, and give it to the people in America. I can understand that. So for right now, the only thing I can say in here, and I'm gonna actually pray for you guys, because I think it's really important that I think it's really important that we all understand, like, this is a real thing for people. People are losing their income, their way of living. People are, content creating is their full-time job. Yeah, it's easy to say, go get a regular job. Go 9 to 5 looks real good. Yeah, like, people are really making real money on these apps. People are really making real money doing social media, guys. That's like, you losing your job, your regular job, and somebody just, yeah, I can go get another job. But this is not because they've done something wrong. It's because the government just doesn't trust the app, doesn't trust what's going on with it, right? Anyway, this is the end of the road for me. It does show that it may go dark Sunday. If you guys, anybody want to do any petition work, anything, I'm gonna definitely pray for you guys and put good energy out there. Because like I said, I definitely, when I put myself in your shoes, and I did go on TikTok and see people talking about it and see how emotional people got about it, it made me emotional. It made me, take a step back. Because I'm not connected to TikTok, I didn't care about it. But after I started watching other content creators and seeing how, like, this is truly affecting their livelihood, how like, a lot of people felt like TikTok, people think it's the silliest thing, but they were able to build a community. And TikTok has helped people to overcome maybe the challenges that they were facing. Maybe they were in between jobs and they found TikTok, or they always wanted to become a content creator and they did it and they became successful. And, TikTok was their supplemental income, and people found their voice on TikTok, and people found their tribe on TikTok or their community on TikTok. It's bigger than just you being a content creator, guys. Like, my clients, you guys, I love y'all. And for me to be able to be ripped from that, I think it's just a shame. And I do feel for you guys. And initially I was like, I ain't about to worry about no TikTok. But like, even my sister, she's not a content creator, but she loves TikTok so much. She used to send me tons of TikTok videos before I even had a TikTok account, right? Just got a TikTok, not even a account that I'm like actually posting from, but just looking on there. I just literally got on TikTok not that long ago. But my sister loves TikTok. She's learned so much from TikTok. But it definitely shows in the messages that it could possibly go dark by Sunday. So I would suggest to you guys to be prepared for it. And let's pray. And if you do spirit, any shadow work, any petitions, do it and put into there to see this stop. If you have any blocked spells, use that to block it. Prayer works, guys. Positive prayer works. So anyway, this is Chris Blunola. I'll do a petition myself. But it definitely feels like, based on the messages, that the potential for it to go dark Sunday is a real thing, right? And even when Trump comes into office, and we keep on forgetting this man initiated this, right? So, and he flip-flopped real quick and fast. And I know he said TikTok was instrumental in him getting voted back in, but at the end of the day, he initiated this. It's crazy to see how somebody initiated something and now it's going down. Now they're trying to act like they saving it. What are we doing here? So anyway, guys, like, comment, subscribe, share if you care. Give me your thoughts. If you're a TikToker, I sympathize with you. And for all of us other content creators, this is a learning lesson for all of us to have, have our voice on all platforms. So when stuff like this happens, we really own it, right? I never trusted TikTok, to be quite honest with you. I said that in the beginning, and I'm going to say it again. I like the way your content can just go all over the place. Literally, be everywhere in 100 million spaces. Somebody could purpose that thing a million times over. You can have 50,000 videos on that. No, absolutely not. That's why I never trusted TikTok. Let's ask one more time. Will Trump come in and really try to save TikTok? Crazy how it's shutting. The potential for it to go dark on Sunday and Trump goes in Monday. It's crazy. Even he wrote to save it. Will he be able to save TikTok? Give me the energy around Donald Trump's spirit. And he has the card of justice. So that does look promising. But again, it still may have to go through a process. But it does. That justice card is here. And that justice card could say, okay, that looks promising. So I don't think it's over. Remember, the Ten of Wands, even though I shuffled, is back on the back of the hand. So even though there's something about trying to lobby and trying to bring it, trying to help it, that Ten of Wands does show there's still a struggle there. There's still a power struggle there. Remember, that represents unwilling to bend. That could represent still don't trust you. That represents we don't come to a decision around it. That represents these China, bite, dance, whatever this is, they still may be in a pickle. Even if he just tries to help them. We still have problems with this app. Can't take that away from it. No matter how much we wanted to be here. I wanted to be here for you guys too. Like, comment, subscribe, share if you care. Throw your thoughts in here. And I'm going to pray and I'm going to do a petition as well. And hopefully we'll see something happen. But it definitely looks, and based on the messages, it looks like it could go gray. That's based on the messages. All right. But we're going to keep praying that it stays up and it stays open. We're going to keep praying. We're going to do petitions and positive shadow work. And if you, of course, on the Christian side, pray. If you're on the spiritual side, do what you got to do. And let's keep positive energy in the air about it. And if you have other platforms, you're using other platforms like TikTok, Twitch, Twitter, get on those things. Start pushing your people over, because it does show there may be a disruption. All right? Potential. Take care. Bye-bye. Let me put this at the very end. Even if they were able to save it today, they have to figure out a plan for this thing. Because eventually there's going to be, because there's an unwilling to bend, there's something about it still being disrupted. So they have to come through with some solution. Can't just say, deal with what we present to America. They don't owe you anything, right? I mean, it's more about the people that are, Americans that are being affected by this at this point. But you guys, I just wanted to say that. So at this, towards the end, they still need to come up with a resolution, even if they were able to get something done about it. All right? Peace and blessings. Bye.